Hello everyone, I'm Polly and today I'm bringing you 5 super easy builds that you need on your Halloween island. And when I say these builds are super easy, I actually mean it. You don't need a lot of skill and you also don't need Nintendo Online because I will show you how to do a few custom designs that you can use on your island. And most of the items that I'll use today are easily available or you can find them pretty easily, and most of them are actually crafted items. So let's waste no more time and jump right on it. The first build that I have for you today is a hay maze, and this build is super versatile. I mean, most of the builds that I'll show you today are, but if you have a farm core island, for example, or just a autumn island that isn't really decorated for Halloween, or even after Halloween is gone, you can still keep this build if you want, because it's just a hay maze and you can make it as big or as small as you wish. In case you have a big area to fill or a small area to fill, this is honestly one of the best space fillers that you can have on your island, and you can decorate it as you like. I'll show you a decoration that I did for the video purpose, but you can honestly do so much with this build. I just looked online for a maze image, just to have a little guide to follow as I was building the maze, but you can make pretty much every shape, any shape that you wish, as long as it is a maze, and you can make it more challenging, less challenging. It's honestly up to you. So because this is an Halloween video, I decorated it for Halloween. I mostly use these spooky items, and if you have Nintendo Online, you can definitely put some path underneath and put some little custom designs on the ground, but you seriously don't need it. You can decorate it as you wish. You can put flowers, you can put weeds, as I'll show you in a bit. I also decorated a little bit the outside area, just so if there's a goal to go across the maze. And you can also put some candy around and make it fun and make it exciting and challenging. Another super easy build that is also perfect for farm core islands is a pumpkin patch. And you can make this, you can include this on a bigger farm or not, or this could be like a community garden on your island. You do you, but this is such a simple and lucrative and easy build to have on your island, and it looks super cute. I put some barbed wired fencing and corrugated fencing around it just to give it a more rustic vibe, but you can just give the vibe that you want for your pumpkin patch. You don't even need fencing around it. You just make it make sense with the rest of the island, with the aesthetic that you want, I planted orange, yellow, and green pumpkins, and I like to leave them at different stages of growth. You'll see in a little bit. And you don't need to fill it up with pumpkins. You can leave some open spaces and include some of the spooky items, and you can definitely face them looking forward if you want a spookier vibe. For this one, I pretty much left them all facing backward, so they just look regular pumpkins. And as you can see, you can do this build for Halloween or all year round. It is such a cute build to have on your island. It's super easy to make and it looks super gorgeous. I love the colors. Next up, we have a Halloween party, and this build will look especially cute if you have a neighborhood or a plaza area, or just an area where your villagers like to hang out, an open space where they like to hang out, because all you're gonna need is some tables, some seating, and most definitely some food, and of course some Halloween decorations. And this is also something that you can do for multiple holidays. This could also work as a Christmas build, for example, or an Easter build, Turkey Day build, just decorate it as the holiday that you're trying to portray. And I think it just looks super cozy, super neighborhoody, just super fun overall. And I really, really like it. And again, super easy. Most of the items, you can easily find them and or are crafted. So yeah, I highly recommend a little Halloween party. I mean, I made it small, but you can make it as big as you wish. If you know me, you were probably asking yourself, where is the outdoor movie theater? Here it is, super cute. I love this build. If you've been here for a while, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I love both picnics and outdoor movie theaters. They're so fun, they look so cozy, and it's so easy to make them. You just put some custom designs on the ground, just so it looks like they have some blankets, some pillows or other kind of seating if you don't have pillows available, and then just decorate it as you wish. You can even put some weeds and flowers all around, some bushes, just insert it in an area that you already have but you don't really know what to do there, just such a great filler build, and it will always look cozy and cute and amazing, and I cannot recommend this build more. This build looks super complex, but it's also super easy to make. You'll need a 3x6 cliff, so if you don't have terraforming, unfortunately, you'll have to wait a little longer to make this. But you'll need this piece of cliff, and the decorations are so small, so you'll need kit stands. And I use the festival garlands because of the little lights. You don't have to use them, but I feel like they give the tent feeling. Then I customize some simple panels, and I use the festival stalls, but you can also use the regular stalls. I'll show you in a little bit a custom design that you can put on, and then you just decorate it as you wish. There's a lot of creative freedom with this one, but the main tent is so easy to make, and it looks super cute and fun, and I feel like this build can also belong in different themed islands, which is super fun. And like I promised you, here are some custom designs that you can make yourself just to make your builds look a little bit more interesting and fun. Here I'm just doing a checkered pattern with some orange and purple tones, but you can definitely use the colors that you wish. Like you can make it more black or green. It really depends on the decoration that you'll have on your build or the purpose for the custom design. And the designs that I'll show today for the blankets are super cool in my opinion, because if you don't want to have the Halloween vibe anymore, but you still want to use the blankets, all you gotta do is change the colors and they will have a completely different vibe. Important for this pattern here is that you make all these little squares, the darker squares, because that way the checker will look checkered, it won't look like it has circles instead. And it's a pretty neat trick that I learned from April Honey. I think that's her name. I will leave her information in the description if you want to check her out. She's such a great and talented creator. And here we have a different type of checker. This is a little bit more advanced and it looks super complex, but it's actually super easy to make. You just have to have a lot of patience. And I'm using the Halloween islands, black, orange, purple, and green. But if you don't want to have the Halloween vibe anymore, you just need to change the colors, just like with the last blanket that I showed, or the last custom design that I chose. And you're pretty much doing the same thing, but instead of just one row of checker, it's like 3 rows. I don't know if I can explain myself as good as I wish. I used a pattern that I found on Pinterest as sort of a guide for this one. I will leave the other pattern in the description if you have Nintendo Online and would like to download the original pattern. And I'm going to show you this side, and then the rest you just have to repeat what you did on the left side. But I feel like this looks so cool. It looks way harder to make than it actually is. You just have to follow along the pattern, and that's it. And again, if you want different colors, just change them. For the other checkered design, I also, as you probably could tell, I made one with a green line like this one, but on the outside of the checkered. I just used the same method, the darker and lighter tones of the same color, just so it looks like squares, and not like circles. And here I am, just finishing off with some darker squares on the white side as well. And here is the design for the circus tent. This is the one that I use on the simple panels, and I'm also showing you this version that you can use on a stall in case you don't have the festival stalls and you still want to have some stalls in front of the tent, because it gives some dimension to the tent itself. So I feel like it's cool to have some stalls in front. So if you don't have the festival stalls, this is a great alternative. You just need to customize the normal stalls that you probably already have the DIY for. And I'm also doing some shading and some highlights just to make it a little bit more dimensional. And that will be it for today's video. I hope you found these builds easy to follow along. I hope you have fun decorating for Halloween, even if you don't have a Halloween island. And do you have any Halloween plans? I would love to know. Are you going to a party? Are you wearing a costume? Let me know in the comments. If you still want some inspiration for your Halloween builds, I have a whole playlist with a whole island where I decorated for Halloween, so be sure to check it out. And thank you so much for watching this video. Have a happy and safe Halloween, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!